Liverpool hosted Chelsea in late September 1996, with the Merseyside club sitting pretty on top of the Premiership table. Chelsea were third, though, and knew that a win would close the gap on the early season pace-setters. Both sides were undefeated, with Chelsea having their best start to a campaign since 1970. New Liverpool signing Patrick Berger had scored twice coming off the bench in Liverpool's win over Leicester and was rewarded with a first start for his new club. That was the only change manager Roy Evans made from the 3-0 win at Filbert Street. Stan Collymore was the player to miss out. Liverpool hadn't won the league title since 1990, but hadn't lost in 6 games in all competitions thus far. Gianluca Vialli was brought back into the Chelsea first 11. He'd scored 2 league goals for the Blues since his move from Juventus. There were 2 other changes to the lineup that had defeated Blackpool in the League Cup. Out went David Lee and Michael Dewberry. In came Frank Leboeuf and Andy Myers. Chelsea were undefeated in 7 games altogether. So 2 informed sides looking to provide plenty of entertainment. Your match commentator is John Champion.
Steve Dunn gets us underway. Chelsea in blue, playing from left to right, attacking the Kop end in this first half. One of those English Premier League fixtures that fits into the blue ribbon category. Liverpool against Chelsea, such frequent opponents, such big rivals down the years. But it's Liverpool who have the 2-point advantage after 6 games of the title race. And Liverpool who sit on top of the English Premier League. McAteer getting back to dispossess Jody Morris. Here's Björneby. Liverpool disappointed with last season's efforts when they finished third. 11 points behind the eventual champions Manchester United and 7 short of the runners-up Newcastle. Andy Myers. Mark Hughes being booed because of his Manchester United affiliations. Vialli's back heel, dealt with by Björneby. Just ran away though. And Vialli, well, it was a wonderful effort at a cross. It was very inviting. It's only Ruud Gullit's 8th game as a manager today. Burley. McAteer. McManaman. Fowler was caught on the back foot. McManaman couldn't make the tackle on Vialli. And a placed shot is placed straight into the direction of David James by Roberto Di Matteo. Back at a stadium where he appeared during Euro 96. Michael Thomas. All the way back to James it goes. Liverpool's results have been pretty good, but Roy Evans, the manager, is the first to admit they've not actually played that well yet. Unbeaten in 6 Premier League games so far, 4 wins, 2 draws. They've only conceded 4 goals all season long, and 3 of those as Leboeuf appeared to be tugged back by Fowler, who was scored by Fabrizio Ravanelli in that dramatic opening game at Middlesbrough. The 3-3 draw. Fowler arguing. All sorts of tangles, a little bit of shirt pulling here and there. Mark Wright. And here's Fowler. Well, the goalkeeper did his best, Kevin Hitchcock, and it proved to be just enough. Sufficiently off-putting for Robbie Fowler, who knew he was likely to get clattered. Romanian Petrescu. Came into this country's football at Sheffield Wednesday and Genoa. Steve Clark, guided back by the stooping right. This would hardly count as one of Chelsea's favourite grounds to visit. They've won just one league game here at Anfield in a shade over 60 years. Here's Björneby. And there's Fowler! That's a peach of a cross from the Norwegian defender. It just demanded a finish. And who better to supply it than Robbie Fowler? Pulling away from Andy Myers. Fowler gives chase. Up comes Kevin Hitchcock. Something of a rarity for Chelsea to concede a goal this season. That's in just 4 in their previous 6 games. There's McManaman. There was no support for him, no other red shirt inside the Chelsea area. Di Matteo. Hughes. Craig Burley. Dan Petrescu. Matteo. This is where he's good, bursting out of defence and feeding Patrick Berger around the goalkeeper and in. Chelsea feel there should have been an offside flag. They are racing across to Phil Dowd on the far side. But the goal stands. Matteo, the creator, and the Czech international, signed from Borussia Dortmund, Patrick Berger, took it around Hitchcock and swept it in. Chelsea still maintain that Berger was offside when the ball was played. But Liverpool played to the whistle and have established a 2-goal bridgehead. Credit to Matteo. 2 goals to the good Liverpool. It's a pretty comfortable position in which to approach half-time. Patrick Berger, who scored twice as a sub at Filbert Street recently, now one at home as a starter. That's why Matteo has his place in the side in the middle of that back three, because he's so good at bringing the ball out of defence. Roy Evans says that he sees Chelsea as genuine title challengers this season, which also indirectly says quite a lot about his own side's ambitions. Subdued Chelsea bench. Graham Ricks alongside Ruud Gullit. They've almost come to expect that they will lose when they come to Anfield. It's almost a historical fact. They need to play the opposition rather than the history books. Berger. Won back by Wise temporarily. Liverpool turned defence into attack with McAteer. Clark there ahead of McManaman. As we move into first half stoppage time. McAteer. Here's Berger. And Fowler! Sort of chance on which he so often thrives. Couldn't keep it down that time. holding there. Steve Clark. Liverpool. Chelsea would happily take the whistle now, I think. It's Michael Thomas. Here's Berger. McManaman. Now Björneby with that excellent left foot. Then by Liverpool. Berger. Björneby. Oh, Andy Myers, what has he done? It's the perfect header. Except that he's placed it past his own goalkeeper. If he'd been wearing red, he'd have been proud of it. Just tried to stoop and guide it back to Hitchcock. Met it full on. And although Hitchcock got a hand to the ball, there was no way he could keep it out. And Chelsea calamitously concede a third prior to half-time. Looks to be only one winner of this game already. It's Liverpool's half, very much Liverpool's half. Fowler, Berger and Amaya's own goal. They lead 3-0. Off goes Fowler in hot pursuit. Chelsea hoping the changes will pep them up, but it's an awfully long way back from 3 goals down at Anfield. They may have made their best start to a league season since 1970, Chelsea, but they may be coming off the rails today. Here's Vialli, though. Still rising when it hit the roof of the stand from Di Matteo. Expressions on Chelsea faces out there that suggest they can hardly believe what happened to them towards the end of the first half. Chelsea's history, of course, is a proud one. They just have that solitary league championship against their name back in 1955 when famed former striker Ted Drake was the manager. Was caught in possession, and that's let in Patrick Berger, and he's made it 4. And he's repeated his trick of a couple of weeks ago by scoring twice. The linesman getting caught up in the celebrations. He needs to remain strictly neutral. But Chelsea are being overwhelmed here by Liverpool, and that time they contributed to their own downfall. Wise robbed by McManaman. And there was Berger on the shoulder and on the mark. Really calm finish. Confirming what we know, that he is a player of some quality. And a rare error by Wise. It's too long for Spencer. Headed clear by McAteer. Craig Burley. It's hardly going to worry Liverpool. Leaning back as he tried the shot. Wise. Vialli. Wild by Vialli, born out of frustration at losing the ball, and he lunged in at Jason McAteer. Steve Dunn has to decide on the colour of the card. It looks likely to be yellow. And that could be constituted as violent conduct. Steve Dunn, one of the less demonstrative match officials, contents himself with a yellow card. as well. Situation trying Chelsea's patience and their tempers. McAteer. Fowler's made a good run. Just forgot to take the ball with him. LeBeuf. Wise. Chelsea trying to play their way out of their own half with Petrescu. Wise caught in possession again. Sometimes that doesn't happen twice in a season, let alone twice in 10 minutes. Berger. Wise got back at him. McAteer. Oh, just beyond Fowler. And Barnes deflected and in off Frank LeBeuf. But the skipper will claim it, no question about that. Was it on target in the first place? Possibly, but it ended up in the opposite corner. Stroke of fortune for Barnes and for Liverpool. Gullit left alone with some rude thoughts. Here's McManaman. Still just an hour played. LeBeuf. Bab. It's a foul. And already some of the travelling supporters have seen enough. Forward by McAteer for Fowler. Whistle goes. It's Michael Dewberry who was upended. Quite the urgency about Liverpool now. He seems sated with 5 goals. LeBeuf. McAteer. Clark. Spencer. That's wayward. And it's very well saved by Hitchcock. He's prevented a corner. Wise. Hughes. This display has rather exposed Chelsea's title ambitions. Maybe the end of their unbeaten run, certainly. McManaman. Bjornaby was gaining ground outside him. And as so often in such a one-sided game, some of the sting has departed. Maybe Hughes can put it back. Down he goes under the challenge of Matteo, and a penalty is given. Dominic Matteo penalised for impeding Mark Hughes. Challenge actually certainly started outside the box. Vialli has passed up on the opportunity to take this. The regular penalty taker is this man, Frank LeBeuf. And via the hands of the goalkeeper David James, he's made it 5-1. A little unfortunate, the goalkeeper, although he was way off his line. Look at that. The referee could well have ordered a retake had he made the save. Bjornaby. Dewberry. So Liverpool's start to the season looks pretty healthy. This will be 7 Premier League games without defeat, 5 of them won. They also had that 1-0 win at Mupa of Finland in the first leg of the Cup Winners' Cup. And if Roy Evans is right, and they really haven't played that well yet, then goodness me, the Premier League's in for a few treats when they do hit form. Right, and Barnes is dispossessed. Wise getting involved with Thomas. Di Matteo arriving. Oh, and then the ball was thrown at Michael Thomas by Petrescu, and he's after him now. Well, that was just plain daft. It was a provocative act by Dan Petrescu. I'm not sure the referee saw that part of it. Old combatants Wise and Thomas both with smiles on their faces. Cries of Arsenal reject from those kind souls following Chelsea. No, referee's not ready yet. There's Petrescu. Just lobbing the ball in and then turning his back. Steve Dunn appealing for calm. Only 3 minutes to play. And after a lengthy stoppage, if we're not careful, football's going to break out again. Dewberry. Petrescu. Leboeuf. Vialli. Corner. Spencer. Another goal might give the scoreline an edge of respectability from a Chelsea viewpoint. But it won't mask the fact they've been well beaten here. Much of the damage done late in the first half. Chelsea, who conceded 4 in their opening 6 Premier League games, have shipped 5 today. Vialli through the middle, goes down. The referee gives only a throw-in. Michael Dewberry with the throw. Spencer. Dewberry. There was Matteo. And here's McManaman. Fowler. McManaman. Barnes. Liverpool content just to play and to wait for the whistle. Which duly arrives and confirms Liverpool as winners by 5 goals to 1. Very few fixtures between these clubs have been as one-sided as this, but it's an accurate reflection. Liverpool 5, Chelsea 1.
Well, Liverpool finished the season in 4th place, but only missed out on 2nd spot on goal difference. They were in the shake-up until losing to Manchester United in April, a setback that effectively ended their title aspirations. Chelsea finished in 6th place on 59 points. Although they only lost twice at home all season, it was their poor away form that cost them a higher finish. Slowly, though, they were moving in the right direction.